What it do, YT? This your girl QPD coming at y'all live and direct, and I'm coming at y'all with something different. I'm coming at y'all with I'm making quesadilla casserole. So I want to go ahead and show you how I make it. So some of the things that you will need for this particular dish is 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm using 7% fat ground beef. I just get from my local store because it's already pre-measured out. You will also need a cup of chopped onions, and I've already, chopped up onions. So that's them right there. And you're gonna need 2 cans of your tomato sauce, 8-ounce cans, and these are just the Kroger brand. Looks like that. You're also gonna need 1 can, 15 ounces of black beans. I probably will only use half of this, maybe a little bit more than half. And you're gonna also need 1 can of kernel corn, undrained. So about 4 ounces of this. You're also gonna need 1 can of chopped chilies. I don't prefer like chopped chilies, so I'm gonna use jalapenos, just about maybe half of this can or so. You're also gonna need 6 tortillas, flour tortillas, and about 8 inches. I feel this is sufficient. And you're gonna also need some shredded cheese. This is just some kind of brand I got from Walgreens. It was on sale. And you're also going to need the following spices: chili powder, ground cumin, minced garlic, oregano leaves, and crushed red peppers. Which that is optional if you like a little bit of heat, but in this case, I'm going to do so. This makes a serving of 8. Prep time is typically 15 minutes, and it's about 25 minutes cook time. I'm also going to go ahead and preset my oven, as you guys can see here, to 325. And so while that's warming up, you're also going to need about a 13 to 9 inch to 13 by 9 by 2 inch pan. And this is what I'm using. It's about that deep. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and turn my eye on 6 medium heat if you have a gas stove. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is brown your beef and your onions on medium to high heat. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is add my ground beef. And my hands are already washed, just for those that might be inquiring. And I just kind of break this up. Also, I'm going to add in my my chopped onions. What it is you to me? That's the babe, y'all. Alright, YT, this is your girl coming back to you. Oops. I'm going ahead and season this a little bit with seasoning salt and just some seasoning salt and black pepper. And for those of you that use accent, I'm going to use accent. So you want to just, manipulate this around till all your ground beef is completely brown and your onions are translucent. Okay, YT. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is drain the meat and the onions into a strainer. Okay, YT. So now that you have strained your meat and your onions, it is time to add additional ingredients. You want to go ahead and add the tomato sauce. And I just take a little bit of water in both pans and I swirl them around. Just to get all my tomato sauce. So I kind of work that in together. So I also take the can of beans and I drain them. Alright, YT, I had to switch over to a bigger pot. I'm gonna take this can of corn and I'm gonna drain just a little bit off, not a lot. Let's see. A little water in there. So just go ahead and pour your can in there. Those jalapenos. And add them in the mixture as well. Okay, YT, I found a bigger one. So yeah, so go ahead and mix all of this together. Okay, YT, so you want to go ahead and add in your 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. You also want to go ahead and add in your 1.5 teaspoon, your half teaspoon of oregano leaves. And you're going to also add in 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. And you're also going to add 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Now you can also add more if you like. This is totally up to you. Chili powder will add some spice, some heat. Please be careful. If you cannot handle heat, I don't suggest you use it. So now that I've added all of my seasonings except that crushed red peppers, I'm going to turn up my heat just more of a medium high. And you want to allow this, bring it up to a boil, and then once it gets kind of, burns out some of the liquid you see here, you do want to reduce the heat to low. Let simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to add the red peppers, you can. Okay, so now that you have it to a boil, you want to just kind of stir it around just to make sure that nothing is sticking. I am using a cast iron skillet, so it doesn't have that non-stick protection. So you want to go ahead and just make sure that, it's not sticking or anything like that. And you want to reduce it down to medium low heat. So if you have an electric stove, I have it on 5. Okay, so for those that do want a little bit of heat to your concoction, your casserole you have here, I'm taking a pre-measured McCormick's crushed peppers. This is 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm going to just dump that all in there. And as you guys can see, the moisture is boiling out. So I'm going to mix this in while I still have some moisture to this, the filling of your casserole. Just mix it in really, really well. You should be almost ready to add this to your pan. Our pan here, I've already sprayed it with some just some off-brand cooking spray, so it won't stick to anything. Here's our mixture we have here. As you can see, it's nice and thick once you mix it all in, and it also will thicken up. So okay, so we're gonna concentrate on this here. You want to take your spoon and just layer this all over the bottom. So now that you have that layered on your bottom of your pan, you want to take 3 of your tortillas, and you want to just kind of, layer them over. So I'm going to put, 2 on this side here and 1 in the middle. Okay? So once you do that, you want to overlap, get another layer of your mixture and just lay that on top. Okay, so now we have went ahead and layered that on top, and you want to go ahead and add some cheese. And I know it said 6, but since I don't have a big enough pan for everything, and I've already did most of it, I am going to put just 2 more on top of the tortillas, and I'm going to just add a small layer just to kind of seal them in. I'm going to go ahead and add this in my oven, which I've already preheated to 325, and I'm going to put this in there for 15 minutes or until you feel it's heated through. And then I'll come back at you guys with the final touches and then plating. Okay, YT, we're back. So this is what it looks like once you come out the oven. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and just cut a corner. So it should be very cheesy and hot and warm. Use a spatula and just get up on the sides there. Okay, so you want to scoop it out. Have that plated on your plate. We're going to go add this toppings. You don't have to add these toppings if you don't want. It's strictly up onto you. So we're going to add some sour cream on top. We're going to add some olives, a little bit of green onion. And there you guys have it. That's what your quesadilla casserole should look like. Of course, it should be a little bit prettier than this, but hey, we're going to eat dinner. We're hungry. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will put the recipe down below. All right, love you guys. Bye.